Welcome to this FiOS One News holiday special, Miracles of the Season. I'm Courtney Kane. It is a time of year where people reflect on their blessings and give of themselves to help others who may be in need. So with that in mind, we are bringing to you stories from all across Long Island and beyond of people who are making the holidays brighter for others. We begin now with superheroes descending on Westbury to make the holiday that much brighter for some deserving children. Krista McNally has the story.
Superheroes were filing into a police truck to greet children anxiously awaiting their arrival at Target in Westbury. Police pulled up to the Heroes and Helpers event, where kids got a $250 gift card to go shopping with the Nassau County officers, dressed as their favorite characters.
Here comes Batman!
The Nassau County Police Department Community Affairs Unit partnered with the Westbury Target store to give each child a gift card. 40 children from 5 schools in the Westbury School District were chosen to participate this year.
We talk to the school and we say, find us the children that may not receive gifts this year at Christmas, and they identify them for us, and then we bring them here and we do some shopping.
Look at this.
I would go with this one.
Yeah.
The little ones shopped around the store with their favorite hero to help them pick out the perfect presents.
I want Wonder Woman because she's my inspiration.
It makes me feel really good. It's exciting. I love to see them smile and get excited to see Wonder Woman. A lot of them tell me that they saw my movie.
When you put a smile on a kid's face, that's what it's about.
Their carts quickly filled up with everything on their wish list for themselves and their families.
Some clothes and maybe some toys and some presents for my family.
For my little sister, she's about to be 5 months, so I want to buy her something really special to her.
This is the 5th year they are hosting the program, and police say they hope this holiday tradition lasts for a long time. Reporting in Westbury, Krista McNally, FiOS One News.
And now into Freeport, where hundreds of children woke up Christmas morning to presents under the tree from Santa. But Santa had some helpers in the form of a group known as Toys for Freeport Tots. FiOS One's Brittany Comack has their story.
We're going to get a lot of shopping done today.
And according to former Marine and now Freeport police officer Patrick Franzone, by a lot of shopping, he means $20,000 in toys. His group, Toys for Freeport Tots, began more than 20 years ago as a way to help the Marines collect items for the regular Toys for Tots program.
Eventually we got to a point where we were collecting so many toys that we realized, you know what, we could better serve our community if we gave these toys out, and as opposed to just giving them to the Marines to give them out.
The group of volunteers is made up of other Freeport police officers as well as friends and family of Franzone. Every year, the Toys R Us here in Massapequa opens early for them so they can fill their carts with thousands of dollars in gifts for needy children, as well as a whole U-Haul truck with their purchases.
I like helping children that aren't as fortunate as I am because I know it puts smiles on other people's faces.
Franzone tells me in addition to helping those in need, he hopes this will help strengthen their bond with the community.
I feel this is important to have this in Freeport, to develop a relationship with the children of Freeport, to not see police officers as, you know, just somebody who comes and arrests people. You know, I feel it develops a good rapport with them. I feel that the children learn to trust us as well as the families.
Franzone tells me that Toys for Freeport Tots is slated to help about 750 families this year.
You get that one family that you really, really know that this is why you did it. This is why you went through all of this work throughout the year.
In Massapequa, Brittany Comack, FiOS One News.
It was a very special Christmas for one family in North Massapequa. They have a new addition this holiday that neighbors and friends make sure got a big welcome home. Briella Tomasetti has this heartwarming story.
North Elm Street lit up a bit more than usual on this cold December night, and not just with Christmas lights.
We have all been following Amy's journey with Leah since the beginning.
I came all the way down here from the North Pole to welcome Leah home.
The street lined with dozens of people, toys, and signs, all here to welcome Amy Galm, her husband, and their newly adopted daughter Leah home as a family for the very first time.
I can't even believe it. I was shocked. I'm still shocked. I think I'm still in shell shock here.
Leah isn't just any typical toddler. In fact, the 2-year-old was born with a rare form of craniosynostosis, a condition that prematurely fuses parts of the skull into bone. Amy, who works for a craniosynostosis support organization, brought Leah here from China last year for surgery. And this January, when the orphanage gave her the opportunity to give Leah a new home, she didn't have to think twice.
I think she's super happy. She loves it here. She's very attached to us. She loves her family. She loves her brothers. She's very attached and well-adjusted.
Leah's surprise homecoming was organized by fellow Massapequa community members who all knew about her story and wanted to help in every way possible.
This is just incredible, and I myself am adopted, and to see what this woman is doing for this child, you know, from a different country, all the hardship that she went through to make this happen.
Whenever we have a problem, after everything we went through with Hurricane Sandy, everybody was there for each other, and now watching Amy go through this with little Leah, I think we've really rallied as a community, and we've all adopted her.
Now, Leah has already undergone 2 major surgeries here in the United States, and her mom, Amy, tells us that she has another big one coming up in the next few weeks. But she also says she is ready to start her brand new life here on Long Island. Reporting in Massapequa, Briella Tomasetti, FiOS 1 News.
A former gift shop owner is working hard to make sure children who are sick have a wonderful holiday. And as FiOS 1's Krista McNally learned, the smallest donation can go a long way.
A simple jar placed outside of a store in Bayshore is making a big difference in the lives of children.
Because they asked me for donation, and I don't have any money to help.
Jackie Campbell collects money in the jar for the children at St. Jude's Children's Hospital. The donations are collected at Jacqueline's Gift Shop, which she owned for 8 years. Unfortunately, she was diagnosed with lung cancer and had to sell it to pay for her medical bills. Fortunately, she still works in the quaint gift shop downtown and uses her time there as an opportunity to help suffering children.
You know, when I got cancer, and I feel the other people pain, you know.
Jackie fills the jar with money by selling bottles of water and soda to raise money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. In just a few months, she has raised $1,100 for sick children.
But when I help the other people, I feel keep me busy, and I feel better, like I get well when I do something good.
Sadly, Jackie's cancer has traveled to her brain. She tells me she has suffered a lot in her lifetime, and with the time she has left, she hopes to make every minute count by raising money for children who need it, in hopes that they can have a long and prosperous life.
And I hope that my story to touch people's hearts so that they can support me, so I can help the other, you know, to save life.
Jackie is hoping that all who want to donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital will stop by the store in downtown Bayshore this holiday season. Reporting in Bayshore, Krista McNally, FiOS 1 News.
There are many ways to give back during the holidays, but some hardy souls in Long Beach brave the cold to raise money for those less fortunate. FiOS 1's Chelsea Arizori tells us about the fun run that had some holiday style.
Some Long Islanders are helping to make sure children who are less fortunate wake up on Christmas Day with toys, and they're having a good time while giving back.
I had a lot of fun.
It's all made possible thanks to the City of Long Beach in cooperation with the local VFW as they host the 4th annual Jingle Bell 5K run for Toys for Tots.
I brought 3 toys for the people who don't have any.
On the Long Beach Boardwalk, over 200 runners decked out in holiday gear.
I personally come just to feel the spirit of it. Everyone is all dressed up. Everyone's wearing green, gold.
And there was a special guest leading the race.
I lead the race on a car that, you know, called the lead car. And we have it all lit up and festive.
Each participant is required to bring an unwrapped toy to donate to the annual Marine Corps Toys for Tots drive. Their goal to collect and distribute new toys as Christmas gifts to children less fortunate in Nassau County. Paul Ferrante helped to organize the run and says this year they saw their biggest turnout.
We usually fill about 4 boxes worth of toys.
This year was the first time the race was timed. Afterwards, an award ceremony was held for several different areas, including Best Costume. And this year, the McCaffreys took home the gold.
Sister and my dad dressed as little Santas, and my mom and I dressed as elves.
Many say it's a great way to start the holiday season by helping helping out our neighbors in need. Reporting in Long Beach, Chelsea Arizari, Fios 1 News.
There is still much more ahead on Miracles of the Season. We'll tell you about a real-life superhero whose amazing act of kindness is changing the world of a mom in need so that her young son can enjoy Christmas. Then a little later, a soldier surprise. We're there at a middle school for an emotional reunion just in time for the holidays. Those stories and more when we return.
We just want to wish all of our family back in Port Jeff, New York, a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas.
Just want to give a quick shout out to all my friends and family back home. Happy holidays.
And I would like to wish my friends and family in Queens, New York, a happy holidays.
Well, paying the bills or buying Christmas presents, it's a tough decision that many people have to deal with this time of year. But for one mom in Arizona, she will be able to do both. It's all thanks to a Secret Santa. Reporter Angie Coley with this special story.
Asa Padilla thought these toys were going back on the shelf.
And I am beyond words. I don't even know what to say.
With her last $28, she put the stuff on layaway on Black Friday. But then shortly after, a bout with the flu had her laid up for a week and a half. She doesn't have paid time off.
I was starting to stress and struggle with finances and then just worrying about our Christmas layaway.
She's a single mom. The presents, all for her son, 3-year-old Azias.
Yesterday morning, I had called and spoke with a gal here at the store to ask how it works. I didn't have all the money to pay everything. Could I put some of the toys back?
But she didn't have to.
7 hours later, my phone rings to tell me that a Christmas Santa came and paid off our layaway for us in full. My toys are ready to be picked up.
So here's something interesting. This Toys R Us is in the exact same Scottsdale Plaza parking lot as this Five and Diner, the same place where a $2,000 tip was given just this past weekend.
And I have to wonder, if the Five and Diner just literally a few steps away over there, if that person was involved.
Regardless, she wants the Secret Santa or Santas to know this.
How truly grateful and appreciative I am for your gift that you gave us this year, not just for me, but for my son. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
2 students from upstate New York spent the days leading up to Christmas raising tens of thousands of dollars for charity. And all it took were some letters to Santa. Reporter Isla Ferrone has that story.
The kids that are getting this are probably thanking all of you guys right now for helping.
Luke Hoig is somewhat of a celebrity in his hometown of Hoosick Falls. Over the last several weeks, he collected more than 62,000 letters to Santa for the Make-A-Wish Believe campaign. Delivering them to Macy's, each letter worth a $2 donation from the store to the charity.
What you see here today is really what a Make-A-Wish experience is all about.
Bill Trigg with Make-A-Wish says it's campaigns like this one that help make dreams come true.
If this doesn't get people into the spirit of the season, I don't know what will.
Luke, along with another local student, Justice White, collected more than 100,000 letters.
It helps the family, the community. It gives the joy to the family that they never thought that they would see again.
The pair say they do this to give back to an organization that helped them. Justice lives with a liver and lung disease.
I was 5 and I was on my deathbed, and Make-A-Wish came in and they granted my wish to go to Florida.
And Luke was diagnosed with a brain tumor when he was a toddler.
Even if it stopped growing, it's still going to be there until the day I die.
They wanted to thank everyone who wrote a letter to Santa and helped them make the massive donation to the foundation.
It's crazy to believe that the word travels so quickly that across the country we're getting letters in our mailboxes from Tennessee. We got some from Hawaii.
It's everyone in the country that helped with the letters and stuff. So I just want to say it's not just a couple of people, it's everyone that wrote letters.
And now to the story of a real-life superhero who is coming to the aid of a mom undergoing a very major surgery so that her son will have a Merry Christmas. Reporter Don Hudson reports.
The Meekums enjoy family time, and mom, dad, grandma, and son love all things Batman. But in October, Carissa started having trouble seeing her family.
I had a blurry spot in my eye and I just couldn't see, and it just kept getting worse.
Doctors told her she had a brain tumor. It was behind her eyes and pushing on her optical nerves. It was impacting her vision, and the diagnosis wasn't good.
I was losing my eye vision. so I could go completely blind, or it could have hemorrhaged and I could have died. It was a total crazy day. I was an emotional wreck. I bawled nonstop. It's really scary to think, to have a brain tumor and you just think all the bad things. And
before her surgery, she went back to work as a server at Denny's to let her regular customers know she'd be gone for a couple of months. Knowing she wouldn't be able to work for a while, Ogden police officer Steve Reeves and his wife told Carissa they wanted to help by taking care of her son's Christmas.
I went in the back and cried some tears and told my boss what my customer had just said to me, because I didn't expect that. So I'm just so blessed to have Steve and his wife in my life. And
a few days later, she would have that surgery.
They went up through my nose, made a hole, scraped out the tumor. It was just right behind my eyes and my nose. They had to scrape it, and they brought everything down my nose.
Carissa then had to be extremely careful during her recovery.
It takes a long time for your brain to heal, and they just wanted to make sure.
After a few weeks, doctors told her the surgery was a success, something she was already assuming.
My vision has slowly come back. I can see. Yeah.
Shortly after that, Officer Reeves and his wife showed up to deliver on their Christmas promise.
I was staying strong when they were here, and when they left, I came in and I cried because I couldn't believe everything. Lois had wrapped all the presents, the stockings full.
And then there was the gift, a Batmobile. They let us see it. Then before Jackson came home from preschool, the family whisked it away and put it under cover till Christmas morning.
Oh, he's going to be ecstatic. He's going to love everything. He's obsessed with Batman. So he's going to be so happy.
As happy as his mother and father are that a police officer and his wife reached out with gifts and love in their time of need.
I can't wait to get back to work. I can't wait to see everybody, especially Lois and Steve.
There is still much more ahead on Miracles of the Season. Ready to rock out? It is an annual event to raise money for children on Long Island who are seriously ill this holiday season. That and more when we come back.
I'd love to say Merry Christmas to my mom and dad and my friends and family in Long Island, New York, and have a happy New Year.
To all my family and friends back home in New York, have a wonderful Christmas from Germany. Merry Christmas.
Welcome back. Some local bands got into the spirit of the season, performing in Islip for a good cause. Fox 1's Lisa Salvati shows us the sights and sounds of a very special holiday toy drive.
Rev it up, push the pedal to the floor.
A gig set aside for children on Long Island who are seriously ill this holiday season.
I do it every year because I had 3 healthy kids and a healthy grandchild, and this is my way of just giving it back to everybody.
Joe Vicino is a musician and also the organizer of an annual holiday toy drive. He's been doing it for 20 years and books local bands to play for free for a day at a restaurant. This year's benefit was held at the Viking in Islip, and the only admission charge was an unwrapped toy to cheer up a child who's feeling bad. For this musician, it was his first time performing at Vicino's charity event.
A lot of great music, a lot of great people for a great cause.
Children are a big part of my heart. That's where my passion is.
The toys will be given to the John Thiessen Children's Foundation. When Thiessen was 17, he had a brain tumor and met a little girl in the hospital, also a patient, who never had any family visiting her. She received a toy from Santa at the hospital, but instead she gave the toy to Thiessen, and ever since then he vowed to give toys to any child in need of love and comfort. And people like Vicino make sure the Thiessen mission continues.
These are all my musician friends. I got some of the coolest friends in the world.
Lisa Salvati, FiOS 1 News.
Christmas came early in Hempstead. Santa got a police and Marine escort to bring toys to some very lucky children. FiOS 1's Krista McNally has that story.
Santa Claus pulled up on a Humvee, escorted by the Nassau County Police and the United States Marines to bring toys to needy children.
Ho, ho! all the time.
I'm so happy that I got a present from the one and only Santa Claus.
The program today kicked off a weekend of giving in Nassau County.
Christmas, it's about the symbol of hope, and that's what all these toys are for, to give all these kids a symbol of hope during the holidays.
For the police department, this is how we build our trust with our communities.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
Each year gets bigger and better, and the motto is we give in order to receive.
We have Santa Claus here today. He'll be here on Sunday also. He's busy. He's checking that list to make sure that all these kids are being good kids, doing good work at school.
Meantime, the children were grateful for Santa's visit and their brand new gifts.
Some people don't get presents, so I feel kind of good. It felt nice. I feel appreciated.
Kristen McNally, FiOS 1 News.
There really is nothing better than being with family and friends during the holidays. Well, what's even better? An unexpected reunion. FiOS 1's Logan Crawford has that story from a West Babylon middle school.
As Miss Moran's 7th grade English class read the play A Christmas Carol, one student got a big surprise. Grace Bonamico's older sister Colleen is in the military, and Grace had no idea she'd be coming home for the holidays.
Okay, where are the tissues actually right now?
Colleen has been stationed in Texas for basic training as an airman first class.
So Abby, I haven't seen her since when?
October,
thank you.
The whole family will be together for the holidays before Colleen leaves for her new assignment in Arizona on January 3rd.
We're very close. I try to talk to her as much as I can, and we hang out a lot when I'm home.
Yeah.
So it's really hard not being around her a lot.
It's hard when you're gone.
Grace says her big sis is the best Christmas present she could have asked for.
It definitely will be a more special holiday because I will be with you, and it'll just be a great one, I can tell.
Reporting in West Babylon, Logan Crawford, FiOS 1 News.
That will do it for this special FiOS 1 presentation, Miracles of the Season. We hope you enjoy these uplifting stories as much as we enjoyed telling them. On behalf of the entire FiOS 1 News family, we thank you for joining us and wish you a healthy and happy holiday and New Year. Goodbye.